Hello, it's All Your Bass Chris here from my conservatory with a quick talk through and very quick review of the Jbl Eon One Pro. So here it is, 17 kilograms array system. It came in a box with power cable and use instructions, etc. So line array system, 114 maximum SBL, PL, you know, loudness. And I've had it for about a fortnight, used it for about 9 gigs so far, and I have to say, I'm actually really quite impressed. So those of you who have seen the previous videos would know that I've used a Maui 5, I've used a Maui 28, I do also have a set of RCF's normal plastic box speakers. But I got this for the smaller venues and difficult venues because the big selling point of this is it's completely self-contained. As in, you can actually run it off battery. It has an internal lithium-ion battery that's rechargeable and it lasts for 6 hours. This is pretty good. So in the unit, everything is stored within it. You have 2 of these spacers which connect like so. It has internal wiring for the spacers. I'm trying not to put one backwards. It has internal wiring for the spacers, which means that you don't need any cabling. And then you have a speaker at the top. So I'm gonna, for brevity, run it like this. You can use any amount of the spacers, or none if you want. You can run it directly from the unit. So it's pretty nice. Has, there we go, I've turned it on. It has an onboard mixer, which I'll show you pictures of shortly. I'll be interested in cutting this footage with videos, pictures of the mixer and bits and pieces, because you're on a tripod at the minute and we don't want to mess around. Obviously, when it comes to speaker reviews, you're never going to get a good idea of the speaker. This has been recorded on a Zoom Q2 HD video recorder with quite a good microphone with auto gain on. So bear that in mind. So the mixer is now on. Bringing the masters up. 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 2 1 1 2. I put the master on to full. The mic channel is about let's say about at 10 o'clock on the dial. One nice thing this has is obviously has treble and bass control on the mic, but it also has built-in reverb, which is quite nice for that sort of thing. So there's the mic. I'll take that back off. It also has, and because I'm not very prepared, I'll just go get you. It also has built-in Bluetooth capability, which is pretty handy, as you can imagine. So, there you go. So, for example, let's connect the Bluetooth to my iPad, which, because it's already paired, it should be fairly quickly. There we go. And let's play a little something. Masters are on full on the mixer. There's no Bluetooth control on the mixer itself. You control your Bluetooth volume with your device. Sounds very nice, actually. As typical with a line array system, you have a nice separation of your mids and bass and tops. It's not ridiculously loud, but it will fill a room with nice sound. I did a 150 seater venue last night with it, no real problems. going to push the volume up a little bit. It's not clipping or peaking at this point. Still not clipping or peaking, and I'm having to shout to be heard. Still not clipping or peaking. It's still not, you know, there's no flashing light saying too loud yet. It's starting to vibrate the conservatory now. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is, oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't plug this in. This is running completely off battery, which is quite nice. Retail, £1,115 as going to press. Bit of sticker shock on that one, especially when you consider that the Eon One not Pro edition is 700 and something pounds. So you're paying about £400 for the battery and slightly better preamps. On a note about the preamps, very weak I find. If you're running a microphone into it, I find that in a bigger venue you really have to drive it hard if you're going straight into the mixer. I use this with an external effects pedal, a Helicon, and I find that gives a nice boost to the volume, so I'm not running this quite so hot. So all in all, I'm going to continue to test, but at this point I really foresee this as being a very good problem solver, because with this, if you're a busker, or you are if you're doing sound for a wedding perhaps, an outdoor event, anything where power could be a problem, but you still need something that can project quite nicely, then I think this would do you the job. So yeah, basically. Now, the Maui 5s that I had were louder at peak, but they didn't have the features this has, so that's what you're paying for essentially. And JBL is, I think, a fairly well respected brand. So anyway, that's pretty much it really. There's not much else to add to that. It is a 6-channel mixer, by the way, RCA inputs, quarter jack inputs. There is an output for if you want to use this as just a mixer, or use this as reinforcement if you're plugging into somebody else's system. If you want to use this as a monitor mix, there is a standard XLR output which outputs a summed down mono signal straight to an external desk or another PA, and you also have quarter jack, so RCA outputs for external recording equipment or whatever. So I foresee perhaps using this if I was to, because I have some RCF 710s which are really quite good for smaller venues and are quite compact, but if I ever needed something perhaps a little extra, then I can always wheel this out as well and add this in as a mono monitor speaker. And of course, using it does have the typical line array capabilities where you can stand in front of the microphone and it doesn't really mind so much. You will get feedback if you do this, so don't do that. But apart from that, I mean, you can push the gain quite hot before you have to worry about that. It's starting to ring a bit there. But yeah, and of course the reverb's all right. It's a plate. It's more plate than hall, but it's all right. I quite like it. And there is a nifty little attachment on the top here. It's a hole basically. And JBL claim that you can put a light on here, but I wouldn't. But they suggest that they're going to bring out an accessory where you can put a GoPro on the top of your unit, which, you know, could be quite nice. So yeah, in summary, I quite like it, but it remains to be seen. Thank you very much. I'll catch you shortly.